Blog Talk Radio.
Good evening, everybody, and that was not me yawning, just so you all know, but this is episode number 191 of the Star Chambers Show, and we're coming at you from a nice evening in Lexington, Kentucky. This is Stephen Zimmer, and close to me is the one and only Holly Phillippe, who was the one yawning, and then coming at you from the heart of Tennessee is Daniel Dark, and all three of us are very excited about tonight and ready to rock and roll, give you a good show, informative and entertaining, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And Holly may even be drinking a little wine tonight on the air with us, so it could get interesting. Couldn't it, Holly?
Yeah, I got a little early start, and I'm popping the cork right now. There you go. If you heard that. I was going to have an announcement for tonight, but I'm going to wait till next week, actually, concerning Imaginarium. We are getting a new venue. We're working on it. I don't have all the specifics worked out yet. Me and Stephen are still working on that, but we will have an announcement for you next week. I would like to say tomorrow night, me and Stephen are having our first third Thursday meeting as the coordinators for the International Screenwriting Association for the Lexington area at Joseph Beth at the Bistro, the Bronte Bistro, which is the restaurant located on the second floor at Joseph Beth. And I invite all screenwriters, actors, producers, directors, anyone that has any kind of interest or has, done films, interested in films, want to network, learn, help inspire others, find your next director if you're a screenwriter, or if you are a filmmaker and you need a screenwriter, come on out and network with us and have fun, and there will be door prizes. We will be doing announcements, but everyone that does attend also gets a 3-month membership to the ISA, which is provided by the ISA, which is fantastic. That's worth it all in itself. So come out and see us tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, Joseph Beth, Bronte Bistro. It's free. It's free to everyone, and we hope to see you there. We're going to have a lot of fun. Yeah,
that's going to be a lot of fun for sure, and
yes,
it's going to be relaxed, and it's not something that you have to. It's not formal by any means.
Not at all.
We do have a featured guest, and this week that is going to be the one and only Sylvia Wolf-Bush, who is a phenomenal actor, writer, and filmmaker. And he's going to be, giving a little talk and some Q&A. We'll be going over a few announcements. As it gets going, we do hope to alert you to events in the region, film festivals, things of that nature, to help you, find out what's going on. But the main thing is kind of community. That's the focus of this, and we want to build that sense. And because nothing beats seeing people in person. I mean, face to face. I mean, all technology in the world can't replace being in the same room with, other people that are like-minded, peers, creatives. And that's what this is definitely about.
And that's where ideas begin. That's where new projects stem from. That's where, you can find the people that you need to help your vision come alive. Or at events like this. And we tend to, as creatives, we get busy with life and, our creative journeys, that we don't get out and mingle and network like we should. Of course, we put on Imaginarium once a year, but But it's good to have, once a month meeting where we can all get together and talk about what we're working on and our future plans and different things like that. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah. I think this is a great way to build and help our community.
Yeah, and check the website because the ISA website, which is networkisa.org, because there are 17 cities at the last count I had, 17 or the 17th city.
I think so.
Lexington is in the USA. I don't know if there's some more that added just after us, but so far 17 cities are hosting third Thursdays, and it's growing, and so there's more being added. But if you're not in our region, definitely check the networkisa.org address and see if one is within range of you. They got some real hopping ones. I hear the LA one just booms, and it's definitely really cool. And our door prize,
and we hope to do that here. Yeah,
well,
we hope to do that here.
The other thing that you got to talk about with ISA is the fact that they not only are doing this part of it, where you get together and talk to each other, but actually you can submit work to them where they have callings for it.
Yeah,
they send out emails on a regular basis of what they're looking for.
Exactly.
So, when you become a member of it and everything, they do send out emails telling you what they're looking for.
Regularly. And get them all the time. And door prizes tomorrow. There's some really good stuff. There are 2 free entries to some major script contests. One to the Scripts Pipeline, one to the Great American Script Contest. Those are very big events, and so you get a free entry to those. Your fee is waived. And even better, I won't say even better, but it's you actually get a free query letter evaluation from Dave Trottier, author of the Screenwriter's Bible. And so that's a screenwriter's query letter, personal evaluation from the actual author of the Screenwriter's Bible, Dave Trottier. And it is just, wow. I mean, that is some cool stuff as far as door prizes go in our package that's coming out tomorrow. And, some great sponsors. Of course, Imaginarium Convention's proud to be one, but also Nickelodeon is a sponsor. Your Script Produce, CineQuest, Dave Trottier, Pipeline Media Group, and, of course, the Bronte Bistro, Joseph Beth Booksellers, and the Great American Script Contest. There's a great group of sponsors that are behind the Lexington event. So really excited about that. And come on out, meet the other indie film community members, and we'll have a good time and get to know each other. It'll be absolutely fantastic. And the venue is great. Joseph Beth is a true landmark showcase venue in Lexington. And Daniel's He can vouch.
And we also, they're doing this free of charge as a sponsor, letting us have this beautiful area in front of their really nice fireplace, and it's cozy, and we can have a few drinks and mingle. The whole idea is to mingle, and meet each other and talk and network and just have a good time with your peers and get to know each other. Build this community, because we have a fantastic film community in Kentucky, and me and Stephen decided to do it in Lexington. So we are in Lexington, but we are close to Louisville. We're closer to the other part, the southeastern region and the south, of Kentucky. So we're like kind of in the middle there, So people from more south can come up to the meetings, and then people from Louisville can come down for the meetings. It's only like an hour from Louisville. It's not that bad of a drive. We drive to Louisville all the time for things.
A little more than an hour from Cincinnati. So, we're real central to Cincinnati, too. Yeah.
And you can tag in with Knoxville also.
Yeah. It's a little farther, but straight shot of 575. For those that might be able to make the jaunt up here.
Yeah, so. Anybody that wants to come from Tennessee, you're more than welcome too. More than welcome.
It's
wide as far as I know, we don't have that in Nashville yet, or Knoxville, either one.
You don't yet. We'd have to get with some people and get some coordinators, we could speak to some people about, getting one down there. It would be fantastic around the Knoxville area. I agree.
Yeah, it definitely would. But, yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Me, on the other hand, I'm going to be going to a different type of mixer. I'm going to the Ho mixer, a burlesque networking event on this Sunday.
The Ho? What? Wait a minute. What the kind of mixer is this now? You got to tell me about
what
it.
kind of mixer
it's a burlesque networking event.
Oh, my God.
Well, I need to come on down there, I guess. This sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, we've got, it'll be different type of classes that we'll be putting on, different things like that. And if you want to learn how to produce and do events for burlesque or any of the type of vaudeville or anything like that, we will be doing classes on that type of stuff also. But it's done by Razor Glam Productions and Freaks and Geeks, and it's just going to be mainly people that photographers, people in in burlesque, people that want to see what it's all about, anything like that. And then the next weekend I'll be doing the Clarksville Con and then Nashville Con Saturday and Sunday.
Very nice.
Which are two different cons that I'll be doing on those two days. But anybody that's interested in the Ho mixer and burlesque networking, it's going to be at the Music Valley Event Center in Nashville from 3 to 8 on this coming Sunday. So that'll be something a little bit different for a lot of people that are in the entertainment business and stuff that have never even thought about it.
Very nice. Yeah, and congrats on the conventions. It sounds like you're going to be very busy. Yeah, so that's a good thing when you're in the creative world. I'm sure busy, not doing exciting things, but just got my plates a mile high right now. But yeah.
Oh, it is. You are busy. You've been writing like crazy, and you have a new release, which is up for pre-order. You can talk about that. Let's talk about your pre-order.
Fall. The finale to my Dark Sun Dawn trilogy is available on Kindle for pre-order right now, coming out December 2nd in print and all ebook formats. So, yeah, I'd appreciate it if you check it out and pick up a copy and pre-order and help me get this off to a good start. That would be awesome. So,
and I'm proud to say I did get to edit that one, and Daniel will have one coming down the pipeline that I just finished editing. Yeah. It's in Steven's lap right now, and we'll have announcements coming on that further. But Mr. Daniel Dark will have a new release here coming up soon.
That'll be on the lap of luxury, right?
Yep.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
That's and Sandy asked me what the title was. It's again, I'll say it again. It's When Shadows Fall. When Shadows Fall. Fall up to Heart of a Lion and Under Horizon. Now, before our guest is actually on deck, so we're getting near our guest time, so we are going to do our sponsorship recognition this week, and we've got two of them with very slick, promo spots here, and so you get a double dose tonight. One from the mighty Ren Garcia and the League of Elders series, and the other from Jumpmaster Press with their Jump Card and Jump Card ID. Great products for authors wanting to sell ebooks and audiobooks at live events and conventions and book fairs. And, it's a physical way to sell ebooks and audiobooks at events. Absolutely fantastic. And but we're going to let them speak for themselves on these couple little spots here. So first we're going to go with Ren Garcia and the League of Elders series.
The League of Elder dares to be unusual. It's easy to be swept away in this bold and uninhibited landscape where fantastic heroes become old friends and sinister villains inhabit every dark corner. Dare to explore things best left alone. Each book is your lantern, lighting the path to a world never before seen. So what do you say? Are you weird enough for us?
And thank you very much, Ren. Definitely one of the most unique kind of cross-genre kind of series you'll find out there. Great stuff. And then our second sponsor tonight is Jumpmaster Press. And here we go.
Attention authors. Stop sending ebook readers away empty-handed. With the Jump Card ID, sell your books directly without the need for an online retailer. The Jump Card Instant Download, exclusively from Jumpmaster Press, could be your ticket to more sales, more readers, and international distribution. Find out more about the Jump Card ID today at www.jumpmasterpress.com.
Thank you, Jumpmaster Press. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Jumpmaster Press and Ren Garcia, you guys are awesome, and thanks for supporting the show. And, I'm going to go ahead and get to our guest for tonight. It's a returning guest. And to say that he is multifaceted and multi-talented is an understatement, because I'm telling you, this guy is he's a writer. He's into comic books. He's a game designer. He's, of course, a filmmaker, director, and producer. And he's got an absolutely fantastic franchise in the science fiction realm called Submerge. That is the Submerge franchise. That's growing by the day, and proud to bring to you tonight the one and only, and one of our personal favorites, Demetrius Witherspoon. Welcome to the Star Chamber Show.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, Demetrius. Yay.
I am so excited to be here.
Oh, we're so glad
We're
to have you
back, my friend.
Yeah.
How are
you? Doing good. As I was doing work today, I was just like, man, I got to get back home to make sure I get on the show tonight, because we got some hot topics to talk about tonight.
Yes.
We always
tell us about
you.
You are a busy bee. I'm telling you, you've always got something going on. It's fantastic. So what's new with Demetrius?
Yeah, where do you want to start? Tell us.
Yeah, where do I want to start? Well, first, for some of the listeners that don't know anything about me, a little bit more is that I started in R&B singing, and I wanted to make music videos, and then I did that, and everybody really liked what it was doing, and I was like, you know what? This is what I want to do. I don't want to sing anymore. I want to create and make movies and commercials. And so there we started my sci-fi series, Submerge. And again, it was based off of a lady that is a panhandler, and she finds herself chased by the government and thrown into a multi-universe where she has to find her way out and find her child. And that's how we started the first 3, and now we're up to 5 films. And from that, just trying to expand the world and the story, we've made a card game that is based off of my 4th film called Submerge Echo 51. And so it's just awesome. It's really turning out really good. Brett Robinson created it, and it's been a long time coming. We've been playtesting for 2 years, and so we just had got the funding to finish the graphics on it, and now it'll be out at the end of December.
Now, where can people watch the show?
They can go to my website, dventertainmentpictures.com, That's pictures with an S on the end of it, .com. So it's on the website there because I have my own streaming channel there, so Submerge Universe TV. And also they can catch the 4th installment on Amazon Prime. Submerge Echo 51 is on Amazon Prime now. It's on Roku and Hoosier Films, which is a local streaming service.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
Very cool.
Nice.
Well, I was about to say your card game. I mean, that was one of the things I got a brief window where I snuck over to talk to you during the Imaginarium Maelstrom, and you and I were chatting for a bit, and I was just like instantly drawn to those cards that you had out at the table, and I was like, that is so cool. I mean, it was just so neat to watch watch the evolution of some of your kind of like new forays from the start, when you were largely talking about the film world, and now you see it kind of branching out and developing in these other mediums, and that's got to be kind of exciting. But there's also a learning curve, I guess, involved because you're getting active in totally different kinds of spheres. Or has it been easy, or has there been a sharp learning curve factor?
Most definitely, it's a learning curve. I'm learning and running at the same time, but
that's what we do.
Yeah, that's what we do to make it happen. So from going to film, card games, gaming has its own genre, own people, own followers, and so really learning that the culture that goes along with that. My eyes were open to it when I started going to Gen Con, and I was just like, this is over 70,000 people coming from all over the world to play different forms of card games. And so it's just been a mind-blowing honor to be able to have one that's based off the film now, and just to see people play it, it's unreal. So like you're saying, each thing, learning, like the comic books. I mean, I went in and I went on foot to every comic book store in Indianapolis and talked to people further to research what's going on in the comic book world, where, are stores really selling, what's selling, what are people looking for, is the digital thing working? And, every comic book store is doing something different. And I found one that we're going to be really working with on some things.
Cool. So what is your next project that you got coming up? Anything that we need to know about?
Yes. All right. So I chose your show to make this big announcement. So we have 5 films in the series. So we carry the story of Nairi, and once you see that, we carried it on with her daughter. And as spoiler alert, sorry, I forgot to say that. We carried it on with her daughter. And so the 5th film, which is Submerge Blue Star, we're in post with right now because of visual effects and things like that. And so people will be able to watch all 5 films straight through. So it fits right between Nairi Reborn and Submerge Echo 51. So it really expands that out because I wanted to clear some things up and bring in some new characters. So now we've been working for a while behind the scenes on our feature-length film, which carries on the storyline of Liz, Nairi's daughter, and her crew that she has in their fight against the Craig Empire through the different universes. And so we are about to do the feature film, Submerge galaxy of subversion. We really got starting to get legs. A lot of the casts we had cast a while back, almost 2 years ago, actually. When we did Echo 51, I had 2 auditions, one for the feature film, one for the short, Echo 51, because some of the characters were going to be coming on and going on to the next big thing. So this is a feature-length film. The story is just so epic. It has what it is, I call it, it's a Predator meets Guardian of the Galaxy meets Mad Max Fury.
Nice.
So
it does have some comedic elements too.
Yeah. But just a strong storyline about family and friendship and how powerful that is. And so we are full steam ahead. We actually kind of been working on it already, but now what we're about to do, starting Tuesday of next week, or this Tuesday coming, we're going to start our Indiegogo for it. And so we're going to start raising funds for our pre-production and the production of it. So we're super excited about it. We're
Hello?
super excited about it. Hello?
Nope, there
I thought I lost y'all. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
No, you're there. You're still there. But,
okay. I'm doing somersaults over here, so you got to stop me.
Oh, okay. No, you've got a great team, and I mean, like I said, just looking through your cast, you got a lot of strong cast members, and we've had the honor at Imaginarium of having like Grace Carlton at Imaginarium before, and I've had the honor of working with Bishop Stevens, who is a dynamo, and he's but you've really put together quite a good cast on this. And how did how did you pull your cast together? Has it been largely people that kind of reached out to, or did you get most through open auditions?
A lot were open auditions, but I've found, everybody's been asking about the feature film and, how they can get on board. And I've had like named people that are like on Hulu and different Netflix shows inbox me like, I want to be part of some merch. And it's like, wow, I got to find a place for you because I would love to have you. So it's such an honor that people are starting to see that. So a lot of it beginning was auditions and working with people. And it's a hard thing because this is a thing. I try not to switch up actors as a character, because it kind of throws people out of the story sometimes. I remember all the shows that I watched and they changed the actor, and it's like, what'd you do that for?
Right.
I don't even like the show anymore. But yeah, so it's just trying to stay consistent with that and trying to let actors know, because a lot of them are not used to a consecutive movie series. Or even if it's just a TV series or what have you, it takes time, and we're going to get there, So that's something that I've kind of struggled with, but the main people are still there, and they're super excited, and I try to keep them informed on where we are on things. So. But this is
very cool.
Big deal. We got the LLC for it, so we're ready. We're going.
Well, I'll tell you what, you've already got novelizations. I mean, you definitely picked one of the guys that we all love. I mean, we all just think the world of John F. Allen, who happens also to be in
one of our
Indianapolis with you and is a phenomenal writer. And you've even got a Submerge Echo 51 novelization that's out and available in print on Amazon. And I think that's awesome.
Yeah, it's I love it because working with John, it's based off my script. We were able to expand the world a little bit more, and I'm gonna tell you how powerful it was when we cast our new Light with Grace Kelly. She bought that book off of Amazon Prime, and so she studied it so she could get into the character, and that was just so. I mean, I just felt like, wow, this is going to be a good thing, So, so every, all those different stories help. That's her whole backstory with that, and plus the movie, she was able to bring that character to life. So I can't wait to show everybody what she's bringing to the table for.
Grace is phenomenal. She is phenomenal. We actually got to work with Grace, and she is just great. And I mean, she pitches right in there on the background too. Not only is she a phenomenal actress, but she pitches in the background and wears 10 hats, as we all do in the indie film. But I mean, she is gung-ho, and she's ready to go, and willing to, push up her shirt and ready to go. She'll do anything.
Right.
It's great. It's great.
Yeah.
That's what you like to see.
Right. And
enthusiasm.
Yes, that helps so much. It brings so much to the project, but also to the other actors. Everybody feeds off of that, and I feed off of it. Sometimes when I'm feeling low, like I don't think things are going to go, I watch her audition, and I'm like, okay, I got to keep going because I want I want to work with her. I got to see her on screen, and so, it's not creepy or anything, but
no, that's what it's all about. That's not. It's what it's all about. When you find the exact people that fit that character to a T. That's what you've seen in your head, and it comes to life. That's just like when Steven found Soul. When we found Soul to play Raiden, he's like, oh my, I mean, she just. Bam! She had the look, and it is amazing. And then you do see it come to life, and it's neat. It
cool.
is neat
it's a cool
for the screenwriter.
Yeah,
that's a neat.
I'm sure. Yeah, but it's in Demetrius's world, though. I mean, he's managing. So many different spheres because of the franchise now, where he's. Like I said, he's having to, think in terms of all the different games and comic books and now novel adaptations and just like, wow.
So many things. Well, you've got, where can people buy like your swag? Because I know you've got like lunch boxes, you've got coffee
perfume.
cups, you've got
a
T-shirts.
Perfume line. That's
what I mean. You got like everything. It's
phenomenal.
Just mind-boggling.
What
all you have.
This stuff.
You think you have problems sleeping when you're just making a film. When you're trying to think of all this other stuff, don't get a lot of sleep. But you can go to my website, DV Entertainment Pictures. That's where you can buy the shirts, the Submerge 51 perfume oil is unisex. And, it started out slow, but like here, like the last few months, it's really picked up. So, I mean, men and women getting it. So, sometimes you just put things out there, and I do believe that, it will all work out because it only takes one time to hit that one little vein and people start searching, They might like that one thing, but they go back to see everything else.
I'm just waiting on that submerged bourbon. That's what I'm waiting on. Submerged bourbon.
Hey, how you know about that?
That will be awesome.
Or wine. I'll take a wine. I'm a wino. I will take a wine.
Submerged wine.
Hey, me
bourbon.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, most definitely, I did think about doing some wine. My next door neighbor, she has her own wine brand, and so she is really, I mean, it's really going and everything. So
nice.
Sip of wine, and so when she first started, I was trying to get at least one bottle that had some submerged, some blueberry and a submerged. But yeah, and we were, she was tallying it up and looking at what time blueberries bloom and how long she would be able to sell it. So, but hey, all in time, because I would love to have a wine that's named after submerged.
Oh, that'd be great.
In that way.
And we will definitely
bourbon.
have a toast at Imaginarium. I will definitely toast and get a bottle of your wine.
Yeah, and if there's anybody out there that's making their own brand of whiskey or any of that, hit me up on Submerged. DV Entertainment Pictures, and let's talk, because I've found that not only kind of helps me, but it helps the other person in their brand, because we're pulling each other up. And
that's
so
right.
And hey.
Yep. That's what we got to do. That's what
Holly,
we do.
Yeah. Holly, we got to get Demetrius in touch with my cousin. I have a cousin that has a small winery located just outside Lexington called 1922
cool.
House Vineyards and Winery. Look it up online.
And it is
1922
phenomenal.
House Vineyards and Winery. And they're small, but they make, Holly, that night was so phenomenal. He had to sample like 6 or 7 wines. But it was,
wow.
But they are, award-winning caliber. They are just phenomenal wines. And, we might have to get you together with them, because, they know what they're doing on wine. They definitely know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're not big.
Do.
They're still kind of new, but they definitely know the craft. They definitely do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they've
and
got
the packaging
it down.
looks fantastic. So they'll get into all they'll love the look and cool stuff that you have going on.
Yeah, most definitely. I push people to their thing, and their websites and their social media. It just that's how I move. I kind of work with community of people. We make a community.
Yep.
And
that's what I always call it. We say we're tribe. And we are. We definitely are. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you need that. You need that because there's so much coming at people. If I have a brand that's doing just a little bit more, then why not bring you on board? That's the big business model. Disney, Star Wars. They got cars. You know what I'm saying? So why not? Why can't we, as independent, work together and make that happen?
That's true. That's true.
We can.
And we all, we wear so many different hats, and we all have these secret little talents and things we do.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever want any kind of organic body products, hey, I'm your woman. I'm your woman, Demetrius.
All right.
So,
we can get submerged together, Holly.
We can. We can do this.
Butter.
Because I can do it. I can do
That'd
it.
be awesome.
Yeah, have it right next to the oil, and they get
you got
the
it.
In it. I'm telling you, because I have women
Mm-hmm.
come through, even guys, but women, they're like, man, this container fits right in my purse. If I want to freshen up sometime, I got it right there. And it lasts for a long time. It lasts longer than just perfume because it's the oil.
Yes, it does.
And so, we can talk about that, Holly, after the show.
Very cool.
That's awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah. The Star Chamber show where we make deals on the air.
Yeah, right there on the air.
That's what we do.
I got a cousin Lulu that does that.
That's what we do.
Right. That's what I said with creative, with the independent world. We have a plethora. There's just a plethora of things that we do, and things we are good at, and talents, hidden talents. And you just don't know till you get out there and network, till you talk to people, till you mingle. And that's the whole thing. And I wish you could come join us for one of the ISA third Thursdays, Demetrius. We've got to get you as a special guest.
Yeah, most definitely.
Featured guest,
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm most definitely interested in that. I want to chat with you guys about that after
Definitely.
The show.
Let's do it.
You know, another thing I didn't get to talk about is my animated series that's been worked on for Submerge. We had a young lady that I actually met. She came to one of my panels that I did at PopCon, and she ended up doing, we worked together, and she did trading cards. And then out of those trading cards, I said, let's do a coloring book together. So we got a coloring book that's coming out in December. And then on her own, she started working on a Submerge animated series. She's teaching herself. And I was just like, this is so cool. I mean, it's like fan, you know, it's like having a fan work on things. So we, you know, really start to sit down and look at where she was going with it, and it's going to be a fun piece. You know, I was like, this is how Pixar started out. You know, you come out with 2 or 3 minute
in a garage
cartoon. See how it goes.
That's it.
So, in an average day in Indianapolis, in your world, I mean, obviously have all this stuff going on in different spheres that you're active in, but you're at the creative foundation of it all. I mean, you're the storyteller, the writer, and you come up with the genesis of story ideas. Give us an idea about that phase of it, and how are you able to kind of block out all the different other stuff when you create, or do you have to take in certain considerations when you are coming up with story ideas in terms of what you can do, budget considerations? I mean, does that affect your storytelling and writing, or do you just kind of go for it and then we'll try to work that out later?
Yeah, I just go for it and then work it out as I go, and it always works out some kind of way. So, the comic books came about is, I had to take on a full-time job for a minute, and, I was just like, I'm being sapped because it's just like, wow, for almost 7 years, was working on a little part-time job, and plus, building the groundwork for DV Entertainment Pictures, which, we had a good foundation built. And so, the comic books actually helped me get my rhythm going back again. And I was so fortunate to find Albert Santa Cruz in the Philippines, and then Fernando in Argentina. And so I'm working internationally with these guys on these comic books, and so you can write so much. You can do 3 to 4 pages at the most, and have a full-blown comic book because they're just illustrating what you've done. And so I was just like, that's so easy, especially when you find the right people, where even though they do know English, the shorthand, I don't have to tell them a whole lot. They understand what I'm trying to do, and so we got that chemistry. So I was like, hey, this is how Disney started out,
Right.
1 or 2 people. There was nobody that's super shiny. Everybody worked together to make, Mickey Mouse and all that other stuff come alive. So that's the kind of community we've built, and international.
Well, reaching out is good because, there are some amazing talents out there who are very hungry and wanting to do it. Very motivated. I always cite with us Engar Adarasa, who incidentally just did the new cover for John F. Allen's collection, The Best Is Yet to Come. And Engar, his main mentor and teacher, was one of the Marvel Comics worked with Marvel Comics and all. So I mean, that's where he came from, and then training. But he's he's been working with our press for about 7 years now. But he's from Indonesia, and I'm telling you, he's a tiger. I mean, he is just goes at it, man. And he and I know exactly what you're talking about. I mean, his when once you get that chemistry rolling, I mean, it clicks. I mean, it's just like magic what they come up with, and he keeps knocking it out of the park on our end on artwork he does with us. I can relate. I can relate to what you're saying in a certain way, even though it's not comic books. But it's there's some great talents overseas, and I definitely encourage other creatives. Reach out. Don't be afraid to engage folks from countries all over the world to do artwork for you.
Yeah, because I mean the digital age is here to stay, and so you can work with all kinds of people, and I mean I've in my research and talking to different comic book people, you need a name to do your cover and all that, but no, not anymore, because not only am I selling it digitally, but physically too. People love that. Plus, I get the wrestlers involved. I got Bad Blood and different wrestlers coming on board to advertise on the comic book. So they help sell it also. They're like, hey, here goes our latest dates and stuff like that. So, and that's kind of a childhood thing. I always remember going through the comic books and see, the WWF and all that through there. So it's a fun thing.
That's little Bishop Stevens reference there somewhere.
Yeah.
Back to him.
It's so fun. So fun.
He's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we got to work with him too. He's great, man.
We're looking forward to. He's going to be in the feature film, returning to his role and everything. The one thing you had asked about, like finding the time to write some of that. I think I got enough things putting out that gives me enough time. So while people are talking about the card game, I'm able to write, and again, like the comic books don't take very long to write, but then also working on the script for the feature film, which I have the main gist of what it's going to, the outline and everything for that, but I am going to find another writer to kind of help with that process, to kind of speed it up a little bit faster.
Yeah, because as an indie filmmaker and all, you didn't make it easy on yourself. You chose, special effects intensive genre, in terms of, dealing with other worlds and spaceships and all everything. It's you didn't just take the easier path. I mean, it's not.
No.
That's
not by any means.
That's got to present, like I said, like we were saying, a few challenges at times, but your production value, from what the things that I have seen, is excellent, and you've managed to, like I said, on limited resources, pull off some really, really strong production value, and I imagine that has not been the easiest path either. Getting there.
No, it hasn't been. With each project, you learn something from it, and I know you guys learned from your project that you guys did. Each time, we learn from it, and we want to try to get better. And so a lot of people's like, they've looked at the process, the progress of what we've done, what I've done over the 5 films. So the first 3 is just me editing. Got maybe a local band to do that. I went to YouTube, learned how to do visual effects, and so I think that kind of helped me understand when I start talking to other people you know, what they're dealing with, you know, what kind of time they're looking at, sound. You know, I have sound guys, well, you need to do this. And then I was like, I know that. But this is what you need to do also, you know, because I've done it myself. And so just learning from everyone. And by the time we got to Echo 51, we had a famous studio here that works with Disney. John Williams had been there, and they reached out to me wanting to work on Echo 51. And so I was just so honored. I'm just sitting there in a big major studio, you know, and they're doing the sound and the different sound effects and things like that and mixing everything. So I'm looking forward to working with them again on the feature film. I want to get we've talked about getting, you know, maybe a 18-piece or 20-piece orchestra together. And and that can kind of work with the. Right now, I'm in talks with a Grammy-winning Rob Diggy to do the scoring, and so he's done stuff over in Dubai and different places. So he could do his music, and then we have part of the orchestra play over top of it with it.
Oh man, that's awesome. That is awesome.
It's so much fun. I just like, man, I'm blessed to be able to work with so many talented people, and I just try to give back as much as I can.
Would 10-year-old thought that he would ever been here today?
Say it one more time.
Would 10-year-old Witherspoon think that he'd be there today?
No. And, you know, I dreamed big even when I was then, you know, because I like singing. And I remember, like, because I'm originally from Kentucky and Bardstown, Kentucky. And so we moved from Louisville, and then we moved out to Bardstown. And we were in town, and then we moved far out where we live next to a cow and pig farm, which is so much fun in the summertime.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I can vouch for that.
Holly,
been there.
Right, learning our own trash and stuff. But, you know, just having dreams, because that's the 80s. That's when we could see videos, and I'm like, you know, one of these days I can see a bunch of people dancing or in the video, and I'm up above filming them, and you know, that's actually come true. We did a music video. There's 70 people on set, and we had a crane and cameras and firemen out there, and I was like, man, I just thought about that a month ago. I was like, man, that little dream came true. And so I just, you know, I would dream, but it never figured it would be where I am now, and it's all due to all the talented people that I have surrounded me, and also the freeness of the internet. All these things are available. I tell my kids all the time, if I had the internet when I was a kid, I would be a rich person. Because you can learn anything you want to do, you can do it.
Yeah, the
well,
sad thing is most people waste the power of it.
Let me ask you a question, Demetrius.
Go ahead.
There, in 10 years, where do you foresee your career going?
Well, most definitely, I will. I got some other projects in mind. A detective story, still a little bit of sci-fi in it, but it's more of a detective story I've been working on, among other things. But most definitely, I got it mapped out where we got 10 movies, and they can between that 10, there's spin-offs And now that I know about comic books and how to really work that in the novels, we can spin it all different kinds of ways. You know, if I don't get to one movie, because it usually takes 2 years almost to really get it out there. In between times, I can have comic books based off of it, novels that continues different stories. So, I mean, there's only so many films you can make in your lifetime.
True.
So using those other mediums to tell those stories, but I have 10 of them laid out.
Wow.
So when will we see a 51 RPG?
You know,
yeah.
Hey, if you know somebody that wants to do one, and tell them let's talk. I've had many people come to me with other game ideas. At the time, I was just like, you know, let me get this one out, you know. But most definitely, RPG would be awesome. Also, a video game. At one point, we kind of was looking at that, started planning. We got the story written. My son wrote that. So that's everything's about timing. And I don't try to think I don't have the money to do it. It's like, let's start working toward it, and we'll work it out. We'll get it, you know, because it takes time to plan it. But yeah, those things I'm most definitely interested in doing.
And I have to, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about this. And I know that one of the folks in our chat room, Amy McCorkle, is an area that she's exploring very heavily right now. But episodic areas, and you know, whichever model. You know, I know Netflix and the rest of them are doing both, you know, one episode per week kind of release schedules, and some, of course, drop the full season of 10 episodes on you at once. But what about the episodic method of storytelling? Are you also exploring that alongside the feature film developments?
Yeah, most definitely. You know, there's so much anymore that we want to keep people engaged. You want to keep them engaged in your story. So, you know, one of the things I look at, let's take Star Trek Discovery. When they did season 2, before they did that, they did about 3 different shorts. They were only about 10 minutes, something like that, 15 minutes. But those shorts tied into the story of their series. So when they just pop up this character and she's like, Susie, how are you? It's like, yeah. And that's because they set it up a long time ago. They put those 3 out before, you know, they even showed the series. So those kind of things I'm going to be doing. I look at that. Also, some of the things I have laid out, depending on, you know, because I'm watching the market, you know, with VOD and things like that. What I have signed up for a feature film can be chopped into episodic series. And so, and that's one of the things, even with Submerged Galaxy of Subversion, I'm looking at, because I've heard that you actually can get more money for episodics.
Right.
Yeah, I was curious about that. Yeah, that's what I was wondering if you're looking at some of those kind of possibilities. Yeah, because the market is great for that right now. I mean, just very big demand for content at the moment.
So are you looking, like Demetrius, are you looking to like maybe trying to get a deal with like Netflix and do an original show, or Amazon or Hulu, any like that?
If it comes about, yeah. But other than that, there's I have my own streaming service that I can push. I have my own Submerged Universe channel that will only have content, my comics, motion comics, new shorts and series that will be strictly on the Submerged Universe TV channel. And plus just other outlets, Amazon Prime, Roku. Now, if things work out where they start to look at those things, or I get on a channel somewhere, then that's something I would most definitely, go for. But right now, I think a lot of the options right now, and plus I'm more in control of it. I'm using that route, self-distribution, and having my own streaming channel. But most definitely, I've looked at some TV streaming services that I've reached out to because, like you said, they need content too. So, hey, if they want to help flip the bill for some of that, hey, I'm so happy about it.
Very cool.
Agreed. Yeah, because I know that the market is just, it's like a sponge, a dry sponge as far as original content. Netflix, I will give it to them. Kudos to Netflix because they are coming out with original. They are picking up indie authors and listening to people and coming out with original programs and movies.
Yeah.
And I give them extra kudos for that. Where you've got the big movie productions where in theaters, it's the same old. It's reboot. And we're all tired and we want to see something new and original because we know that there is some great stuff out there, that we all want to see. And so I think that's great that you've actually taken matters into your own hands, so to speak, and come out with your own streaming, and you can control it and, hey, share it with the world. I do have a question, though. Do you have anybody else, or is it just like your own private, or do you plan to branch out and, like, take other people's shows or ideas in and actually stream them and do, like, a channel?
Yeah, that's something I'm looking at also. I think it would be very selective in what I do. I'm not going to do horror. I don't like horror. So, sci-fi, fantasy, those kind of things. Because you want to draw other people to what you're doing also, and so it's just another way for people to get enthralled in other universes and worlds. And so I want to open that up for new filmmakers or filmmakers so they can have that platform because, wherever you can get eyes on your project, that's going to help it grow.
Right. True.
Yeah.
True.
Because that would be cool to see you develop a grassroots growing channel that succeeds. That would be really cool because you get it as far as the development of franchises and original storytelling in an age where I think the reboot thing is oversaturated and has been like I said, it's getting a little tired out there. Definitely some fresh stuff and material.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
And
and it's it's part of my transmedia plan because like we said, everything's so saturated, and you have to have other things out there to draw people in, to give them more story. How many times have we watched something and then right after we watched it, we Googled, to find out more about it?
Yep.
Even
All
if it's
time.
just trying to find out the actors in it, But then other things pop up. Oh, they got action figures. They got, they
animated
got a
series.
game.
They got,
Yeah. So it all
I just
feeds
ran into
back.
that. Matter of fact, I just ran into that, Demetrius. That's so funny. There's this little show, and it's an IMDb original, which I didn't even know they were doing.
Wow.
And I love Canadian rednecks. I think it's great. I think because we love Letterkenny. We're a big fan of Letterkenny. And there's this show called Corner Gas. And first I found the anime. Well, then I found, there's a movie. Then I find, oh my gosh, IMDb did an original series. And so I went back.
Yeah.
I finished all 6 seasons, all 6. And then Steven's looking it up, and he's like, well, Holly, they restarted the anime series, and it's current, and blah, blah, blah. And he's looking this up. I think it was last night. And I'm like, oh, my God. Well, yeah, I got to get on the animated series now. I got to get caught up there. So we do that. We do. You find something you like, and people, you do actually look it up, and you look for everything. You look for the animated, you look for the movie, you look for, you do. And that's how your world builds.
Yes,
well,
for sure.
You brought up a good thing. I would bring this up for Demetrius to look into, but Letterkenny, I mean, let's look at that. I mean, that Hulu, kudos to them. They've done 7 seasons with them, and they've let them grow. And they have not grown because of any big, huge amount of promotion. It's been word of mouth. It's been steady and sure. Groups on the internet, and now
started out on YouTube.
And actually now the main cast does this touring thing where they go to different comedy clubs and they basically do a Letterkenny style show live. At these different comedy clubs, and they actually tour. But it's just some of the most phenomenal, just off the cuff improv comedy you'll see, and it's hilarious because if you took away some of the Canadian trappings, take away like a few of the things like the little focus on hockey and different Canadian terms and stuff, you could put that right in smack in the middle of Kentucky or Georgia.
Easy. We totally relate to those rednecks. Totally relate.
Yeah.
And I was like, Steven, you ready to move to Canada?
Yeah, we can tell you people they're just like it. It's, oh my God, it's funny. And but that's a grassroots success story. Totally indie.
It does happen.
As strictly YouTube videos and grew from there. And
that's
and
sort of like Dusk.
No budget, and so it does happen. Just like with you, Demetrius, it does happen. And it's amazing to watch. And as we raise, we raise others with us. That's the whole thing with getting a good tribe together. Getting those you can trust, getting those that are enthusiastic and want to go forth. That's what you need. And you need that different level of talent and different ideas and different. That's why, it's so important to mingle and network. It's invaluable.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's, when I have my production, I know people get tired of me talking, but before we even start shooting, I sit down and talk with all the actors and everybody and let them know how important their social media is and what they do, what they say, what they post.
What they say.
Yeah, if this is something you want to do, I want to be an actor, then you need to be conscious of, because people are watching. When I start saying that such and such is in here, people are going to go watch and see what's on your page. And if it's vile, it's ugly stuff, then for one thing, it makes you look bad. And then it reflects onto the project that you're on also.
That's true.
So
it's so important.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to say, I know a lot of times Oh God, I know it. It is with me and Steven. I say probably more than he don't say stuff. I say stuff, but I kind of tone down what I'm saying in the background. You know, as Daniel and Steven know, I say a lot in the background. But yeah, they know. But you know, what I put out publicly is very tempered down to what I'm saying in the background. But you do have to have a level of, you've got to rein it in. You have to rein it in.
Yeah.
You can't be over political. You can't be over, you know, you can't be pushing religion down somebody's throat. You can't be, you have to stay like middle of the fence. You have to, you know, really watch what you say, because this is your audience. This is your fan base. And your fan base is not just going to be Democrats or Republicans. They're going to be from both. They're going to be libertarians. There's going to be socialists. There's going to be, you know, from everywhere. So by you spewing hate speech, you are pushing away a whole demographic of people.
A whole swath of your fan base.
A whole swath of your fan base away from you. So you have to be careful what you say. And you have to be accepting and love everyone. And I think we all need to do that. We still live in a free country, sort of, but it's still, you know, we're still free to believe what we want to. And I think we need to be accepting of each other. That's it.
You hate everyone equally.
You hate everyone equally, and we all agree to that, and just go on, you know.
But you know, that's actually part of my audition. When I audition people, I go, you know, it's just like it's a job, you know, and some jobs they check your Facebook. You know, I want to see what you're talking about. You know, how are you treating other films? You know, how are you talking about them? How are you helping them along, or what are you talking about? And so that, you know, that's part of my decision too, of bringing you on board. You know, because it does affect, you know, and I've had things happen on my set that I can't even talk about, because it's like, do you know what you just did to this film? You know, and to this point, you know, I can't even talk about it, but you don't see that person in my advertisement. It can happen, you know. You think you have me by the balls, but let me show you this.
That's it.
No, that's one of the harder things about being in where we are, like you, Demetrius, ourselves, because sometimes, you know, people will go shoot off their mouths about such and such, and they are absolutely wrong. You know the facts of the situation. It's not subjective; it's objective fact, and they're absolutely full of it. And at the same time, you know that if you get in an online battle, it's just going to look bad, no matter if you're right or not. And you just can't. Even if you're 100% right, and you know it, and other people around you know it, you have to. It's horrible. I mean, you have to kind of temper yourself, and even when you're right, and that's one of the hardest things you have to learn. In being a creative and representing yourself, is that even when you're 100% right, you have to be careful, because it just never looks good to get in, you know, flame wars or battles online. Just never does well. Yeah.
No.
See, I don't have to worry about that, because I'm never 100% right. So.
None of us are, Daniel. No one.
Demetrius,
I'll say, no one
knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, there are times people are absolutely right, and somebody is absolutely just because of ego or they just don't have the guts to say what, you know, really is the case. I mean, they will try to smear you or say something bad about you. And
there's always going to be negative people that's trying to bring you down, and you learn. You learn through trial and error, and very hard error, which is painful. You learn who you can trust, who you can't. Yes, you know, Demetrius, I'm sure knows. You learn the hard way, and you weed those people out, and then eventually, you know, build your team with a solid foundation of positive individuals that encourage each other and lift each other up and don't try to bring each other down.
Right. And, you know,
I've had to pull a lot of...
I've
had to pull a lot of knives out of my back over the years, that's for sure.
I got more knives in my back. Darn it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It happens, but it's like, you know, show must go on. I'm pushing forward.
Yep.
You know, and eventually, whatever a person's saying or doing, it's going to show because they're making themselves look bad. You know.
Yep.
So,
exactly.
That's kind of what I've learned with that. I'm not perfect at it, but it's so tricky today, you know, with social media, and it kind of scares me sometimes going forward with the feature film because that's putting it out there even more so. It's like, okay, so the further you go, you know, all independent creative people should understand that if Marvel and DC, they have billions of dollars they're putting into movies, and people are crushing it on social media. So don't expect any less for something like that to happen with some of what you're doing, you know, and you kind of got to not look at those negative things and keep moving on your path. And that's what has helped me is through the years, just verbally and messages from positive people about how my movies have been there to inspire them, to help them get through certain difficult times. Yeah, I know, it's like sci-fi. How does that help? If I got a second, I can tell you one that was really powerful.
Go ahead.
On my third film, I had the premiere, and one fan, it was a mother and daughter. They were fans of Submerge, and her husband was dying in the hospital, and it was just like he was going through a whole lot. They were all going through so much, and they didn't know if he was going to pull through or not. And there was just so much going on that she asked her daughter, you know, they came from the hospital. It's like, what do you want to do? She's like, I want to go to Demetrius' premiere. I want to just get away. I want to be there. And I didn't know none of this story. You know, I did the premiere, blah, blah, blah. And weeks later, I get this inbox because I seen him there. I said, hey, how you doing? You know, thanks for coming out. And wouldn't have known that they were going through all this. Now, he did pull through a little bit after that. And then say probably a year later or so, he actually died. But, you know, to get those kind of messages come through, you know, it's like at that time that helped us push through, you know, being able to be there and see the film. You know, it was encouraging, you know, the subject matter and things like that. And so those little things, they outweigh the negativity that I might see, you know, or hear, you know, when I get those kind of things.
Yeah, definitely. And
it makes all your, well, I'm going to tell you, it makes all your hard work, it makes it pay off. It really does. That's a payoff. If you can reach and touch one person, that makes it all worthwhile.
Yeah,
it really does.
It does.
Yeah, that's amazing. That really raises your karma.
And we do have a caller, by the way, Demetrius, so I'm going to bring your caller there.
Okay.
Go give a shout out.
Yay.
Yeah, thank you to the chat room. We've had a good one tonight with Carol Preflattish, some other participants, Sandy Lender. Genretainment has joined us tonight. Big shout out and welcome to Genretainment. Thank you for joining us, and do hang out with us in the future. But one of our chat room participants is calling in, and it is the one and only Amy McCorkle, who wanted to say hi to Demetrius, and you're
hi,
on the air, Amy.
Hey, Amy.
How are you doing?
How are you?
I'm doing
good.
Yeah. So, are we going to see your feature at Imaginarium next year?
Well, we'll be filming next year. What we'll see at Imaginarium is our Submerged Blue Star. It will be done for the next Imaginarium, so people will be able to watch the series there. But we'll be filming the plan is to have the feature film filming, and then it'll come out in 2021.
Nice.
Well, yeah, so I'm entering Letters to Daniel competitively this year. I'm glad that Imaginarium let me screen it out of competition because I literally didn't get to finish film until a week before Imaginarium.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That was your test screening, as I understood it. Yeah. That was test screening. Yeah.
Got the final
that's
cut.
so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just look forward to Imaginarium next year. I'm glad it won't conflict with AOF. And so it's like usually August is my favorite month, but I won't say which my favorite month is because you all want to.
We are moving. Hint, hint. We're moving dates. We're moving venues. Hint, hint.
We're moving dates and venues, but we're just not quite ready to announce it publicly.
Yeah.
A couple knickknacks to work out in the contract, but we got it. We just have to. We just don't like to talk publicly until all the I's are dotted and everything's
I'm gonna say
in a row.
That's going to be my favorite. I have a new favorite time of year. So
fantastic.
I'll say that because I get to screen my movie twice in 1 month.
Yes.
So
that's so cool. Well, Amy, thank you so much for calling in and listening and everything. Most definitely, you are a very inspiring filmmaker and writer. So I want to thank you.
Well, you're inspiring. Look at you. You got your old franchise with all the different tendrils reaching out. I got your glass. I bought a glass.
Yeah.
You talked about having swag and all that stuff. I bought a submerged glass whenever at Imaginarium this year. So
nice.
Thank you.
I bought The Devil's a Lie. I bought a book from John Hartness, and I bought that glass. So that was my. And I got it, and so that was my take-home booty from Imaginarium this year.
Oh, so cool, so cool. Yeah,
Nice.
I look forward to seeing you next year for sure.
Yeah, well, I'll be there.
And more
All
swag.
right.
And more swag, Demetrius.
Oh, yeah.
More swag.
That's right.
We're going to have a bunch of swag by then, yeah.
And definitely have a game to demo.
Yes.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I'm going to buy that card game just to collect it, though. That is so darn cool.
Yeah, I'd like to have the card game. I want to play the card
Just
game
to own
now.
Just to own
Yes.
it. I'm going to get that. And then maybe I'll get the Demetrius Witherspoon action figure by next year, too. That'd be badass.
Hey, we're working on it. We're always pushing. We got some new action figures coming soon, so I'm gonna wait before I say anything. But most definitely, we're always working on that. That's a dream from being a kid, and we got the first two, Light and Commander Cadus, which is just surreal. I have them sitting here on my desk looking at me every day. I was like, now, should I take you out and play with you or just keep you in the package? Yes, Demetrius Witherspoon plays with toys.
Well, yes, I would too if I had, little action figures and my characters.
Yeah.
I'd be playing with them.
Some ships made and stuff. So,
well, all right.
I'm always looking for people to come on board that I can, work with, and we make some dreams happen, and so that's been one of the things. Now, I had to reach out to another toy company to make the other the toys, and so that's what's kind of been slowing that down just a little bit. But I mean, we were selling really good of the first ones, and so I was really excited about that.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. What does anybody have any last minute questions for Demetrius?
Yeah, the chat room. Yeah, we got a good chat room going tonight. If you have
Amy's
any guys
here.
have a question there. More Amy, yes.
I don't really have any questions. I thought, have you ever thought of doing a documentary about the making of Submerge and the journey you're taking to do all this?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that'd be cool, Demetrius.
I think somebody mentioned that once before, but most definitely, I would like to kind of do that. Maybe before the feature comes, that can be something people can dive into. I was telling somebody, one of the things that I've been blessed with is knowing so many photographers and videographers, and I got almost more footage of behind the scenes from my last few projects than I do of the movie itself. So that's a great possibility, Amy.
You should do
Nice.
it because I did a documentary last year that I didn't enter it into Imaginarium because I only have so much money, and
Right.
I submitted it. It was called Something to Believe In, and it was really about what was behind Letters to Daniel and what drove and what role that played in the process of my recovery with bipolar disorder. And you
Right.
can and so I was very lucky. I entered it into AOF, of course, and I entered it into something called the Low to No Film Fest. That means if your movie costs $0 to make, with the most being $50,000, you can enter. And I was up against all these documentaries, and I won Best Director documentary with it. So
that's awesome.
Very cool.
That's awesome.
And you can and you know this, and you can put that on your resume, and then you can sell the documentary as to make money. So people who love the franchise if they're really big fans, I know me. I know when I was a fan of the X-Files, every time a collector's edition came out and there were these little documentaries,
you were going to buy it.
I was going to buy it. Like Mike Joseph at Central Video would love to see me coming when new X-Files stuff is coming out.
Yeah,
well,
that's me and Lestat. Anytime Anne Rice is going to write a Lestat book, well, I'm a sucker. I'm going to get it. I don't care. I'll keep piling them up. They're going to keep building on my to read pal, but I'm going to have them, by God.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the same way. Like you get them hooked with Submerged, any of that stuff. Any of the swag, you get them drawn in, and then they're like, oh, but I want this, but I got to have this, I got to have that. That's exactly, fans really, they want the whole experience.
You're right.
They do.
Right.
I'm going to cut in here real quick, everybody, real quick. I got to do it. We got 60 seconds of the live show left. So, Demetrius, just tell everybody on the live show where they can find you, and we'll continue our conversation online.
You can find me on Facebook under DV Entertainment Pictures, our fan page there, and also our new Submerge Universe page is currently under Submerged Echo 51. I'm going to combine everything down. And you can buy the DVDs and the films on dventertainmentpictures.com. And that's where all the merchandise is and the comic books. And we just got onto Comixology, which is an affiliate of Amazon. You can buy the digital copy of the books there.
Cool. And we just crossed over into bonus area, so yeah, we can continue the conversation. Amy, you can stay online with us on the phone, and you will hear it. You will hear it. Yeah, if you hang up the phone, you won't be able to hear the bonus area. So stay online.
Yeah, well, no, it's available for streaming. Yeah, you could stream it and download it like 10 minutes after the show, and
cool.
You get the bonus material.
Yeah. but you're getting back to swag, man. And Demetrius, it's something. His booth just keeps on growing because he's I've loved watching his whole booth expand like year to year to year. We should get time lapse. It would be impressive.
That's pretty cool. I'm running out of room. I have to buy another table.
You're going to need about 3 or 4 by the time it's over.
Because we got the actors there, and then the card game and swag. So,
it's exciting when you can get whenever I have actors I've only ever had one actor before Letters to Daniel, one actor come to the movie that was a part of the cast and crew because, as you know, in indie film, we're all broke. It's varying degrees of level of broke. And it would always be because it was his hometown film festival, so he could easily get to it. But it was so exciting to have Megan and Jenny make the trip up, and then one of our extras was there, and the third executive producer, and one of our sound people, and then of course there was me and Missy. I've never had that many people involved with the film I've done come and support it.
It's nice.
It's a good feeling, and most definitely starting this out, and I tell everybody that, everybody's coming in at certain parts of the franchise, so I have to tell them the story. When I started out, nobody was coming with me, or I would have a couple, but they didn't see the potential of what was happening. And, if I tell the actors, if you're wanting to, if you're wanting to be, if this is your craft, this is your business of what you want to do, this is the best free networking that you'll ever have, because you guys are bringing in executives, directors, producers, and hey, you want to be an actor? Here they are.
Yep.
A lot of times you don't even have to pay to talk to them. So
right on.
I'm giving them this platform to be able to do that. Plus, a lot of actors don't even get to do that until, they're big with Marvel, or they get, the status of all these movies, and then they get called in to sign stuff, and we're working to the point where, I can't pay them, like Amy said, we're broke,
amen.
But, with whatever I got to pay for badges or whatever, and, we'll do lunch or what have you. But right now, that's all I can do for right now. But the benefits of what kind of, conventions that we're doing, the potential is there. And there's been many of my actors that have gotten other jobs, even at the smallest little conventions. They've gotten other jobs and connections. So, networking is king. It's, more than social media.
And
that's what we've always tried to. That's what we are trying to, and we will maintain at Imaginarium, is the fact that we'll never be a fan of convention. We're never going to be that. We're a convention for creatives, ran by creatives, and fans of creatives. And it's about networking. It's about, mingling. It's about, inspiring. And just like this year, we had our guest of honor, Jeff Reddick. Jeff Reddick would talk. He loved to talk to anybody. Isn't he great?
Yes.
He's phenomenal. I mean, he would talk to anybody.
Yeah, he doesn't. He has no. He's not a diva. He has no idea that.
No, by no means.
Person. He's like the most gentle, nicest person ever.
And he loves to talk about, sharing experiences, and he loves to talk about screenwriting and film. He loves it. Yeah. And so, he even asked me to find him people to sit with him that were interested in learning. So I did find people that really wanted to spend time with him and learn and have him mentor.
And they did. Aaron Drown's son was one of those. Yeah,
Aaron Drown's son is still in high school.
Film now, and high school.
And Jeff loved it.
He had a rare experience, and it was fantastic for that young fellow. And
and that's what you get going to these conventions. You get those contacts that there's no other way you would ever get. They don't have time to filter through all the emails and the fan mail, and I mean, you're just going to get nowhere, But if you go to conventions, you get to meet them face to face, and you get that connection, and you really get to spend some time with them. It's invaluable. It really is.
Think about it is at Imaginarium we have people that do not mind sitting down talking to you. We've had the booths. We had Sally Ann this year. We had And, so many different people that have done so
much.
Kevin
Finney, we had,
and they don't mind sitting down talking to you like you're a human being instead of, here's somebody else who's just wanting to bug me.
Give me $150, get an autograph, I shoot you through like cattle. That's your fandom event.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what happens, and we're never going to be that. Nope, we are for creatives, and that's the way we're going to stay. And that's it, to build the community, to build the tribe, to encourage each other, to lift each other up, and that's what we have to do.
It is a wonderful place. I really feel like, Stephen, I remember I wasn't able to sponsor this year, and I really wanted to, but I was just so broke after making letters.
Well, we understand.
We understand being broke, trust me. We live like Spartans nowadays.
Okay, but this year I'd had a couple of rough years at Imaginarium, and it wasn't it wasn't Steven's fault. It wasn't Holly's fault, because they're the greatest hosts in the world, and they do everything they can to make a happy place for everybody. But I've been having. I just was running into negative experiences. And then this year, whatever the change was, we won't say, but it was just a different place. It was like there was joy there. And I hadn't experienced joy there since 2016. And really, I was on the verge of not going anymore, but I had such a wonderful experience. And it's not because I won a trophy, because honestly, I've won enough awards where if my film is screening, I'm happy, and if I get nominated, that's just gravy.
Thank good. Right.
But the joy, I sold some books. And my film screened. I didn't realize all these people would come up to me afterwards and say they saw my movie, and I'm like, I was sitting near the front, And I didn't realize as many people were there because a lot of people didn't stay for the Q&A. And
more people see things than what you think they do. Yeah, Demetrius runs in that for that. Yeah, it's true.
Demetrius, your films are, I think for the budget you work on, your films are amazing. You do effects, you get good sound, and if you can pull it off the way you are, it's just all up from here for you.
Yes, I agree.
Thank you.
You've already got a franchise, and I don't have a movie like that, like where you can make action figures from it.
Sure you can.
We can make little Amy and Missy figures.
Yeah, you sure can.
Amy and Missy
you can make some.
That'd be awesome. Oh my God!
You can make
great.
It's a
there's a lot of swag.
Oh my God!
But I do have a show. The podcast is called Recovery Unplugged Live now because my manager wants a sizzle reel of this. What
you have to get Demetrius on your podcast now.
Oh yeah,
I will.
Definitely.
I would love to be on your podcast.
Yeah,
there you go.
I'm booked. I will be honest. I'm booked through March 16th right now.
There you go.
Darn it.
Well, get him on there.
Well, get him on.
Get him on there.
I want to be on the show. I want on the show. I want on the show.
Okay, let's go Monday after March 16th.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Is that the 23rd? I'll book you in on the 23rd.
23rd.
It's online. We do it through Zoom online, like you go to a Zoom room and we air it on Facebook Live.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. I should have something new by that time.
Oh, I'm sure you will. You'll have 10 more action figures by then, and you may even have a body product. You may have one of my body products.
That's right. That's right.
The fun of the show is talking about mental illness and how to thrive, even though you have mental illness. How do you cope in your professional and personal lives? And that's the conversation I have with each artist. And if you want to have, and it's not like Jerry Springer where I go, gotcha, and ask you a question, and someone comes online and throws a chair at you. It's just a relaxed conversation, and we even have a little fun. So I'll have to have Steven on again. So, Steven, you want to come on after Demetrius?
There you go.
I'm having you in my pilot, too. I'm having you in my pilot, too, for the TV show.
We got to drag him out early. We got to drag him out early for that one. I told him what time. He's like, oh!
Another example, Demetrius, of business being done on the Star Chamber show.
Yeah.
Look at that, man. It's so
That's
impressive.
what we do.
I tell you, man. That's what we do.
Yeah.
And,
I was just sitting back watching. So we got the wine, we got the body lotion,
you got the body products, you got
TV shows.
Heck yeah.
That's what it's about, baby.
I still remember our first phone conversation of the first time before you came to your first Imaginarium, and I was like, this guy gets it. He gets it, and I have absolutely believed in what you've been doing since that phone call. Because I was like, when I talked to you, you and I had a phone conversation, and I was like, wow. That was when I was still working on developing our rating thing and all that, and I had a heart-to-heart discussion about all the trials and travails of developing indie projects, and I was like, you won me over in just that single phone call, and I've never looked back on that.
Wow. It's just been a joy. I love you guys. Appreciate everything you guys are doing for everybody.
Demetrius, when you won your Best Director, I remember I had to talk you into staying for the award
You
ceremony.
did. You did.
Nice.
Yeah, because
I'm glad you did. There's no way she really won because we do not tell a soul.
No.
Any.
Nobody knows. Me and Steven know. That's it.
She was. Look, this is what happened. I was supposed to have been going out to dinner with some friends, and they called me. He's like, "Oh, we're wore out." I don't know if it was thunder over Louisville or something was happening, and I was just like, okay, cast members have gone. They went off, did their own thing. So I was just about to step out that door, and I remember Amy and her production, producer. They were sitting in the chair. She's like, "Where are you going?" I was like, "You going to the?" I was like, for one thing, I was
ain't
like,
gonna win.
I never win anything, and I didn't pay the money for the food, so I don't want to sit there and watch somebody else eat. So she kept talking. And I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go in here. And I sit there, and I was like, okay. And Silvio comes over, actor Silvio Wolf comes over, and we start talking because we're going to work together. And, we're just having conversation. And all of a sudden I hear, and Best Director, Demetrius Witherspoon. I was like, what?
What?
In the world did that happen? My leg was all bad. I had to get up, get the feeling back in my legs.
Yeah, I admit that was for me personally. That was cool because for me, I don't know until the judges hand over that card.
Wow.
I'm not a judge. I don't take part in that.
Uh-huh.
No.
I don't want anything to do with that. And like I said, it's a. So for me, I can actually. It's kind of a treat when I open that up and get to announce you guys, because there are moments when personally it's kind of cool. All right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I get to kind of be happy.
It was an awesome film. I was like, I won an Academy Award. I was just like, wow, this just happened. So
that's great.
Thank you to everybody that watched Submerged and everything. So
well, kudos for Amy for talking you into staying.
Yes, she did. Amy,
I did not know that.
Credit for it too.
Amy. I didn't know that either.
Thank you, Amy.
Look, when I go into Imaginarium, I feel like I knew I wasn't gonna. Well, I didn't expect to. The ones I tagged to win Best Script and Feature, I called it right down the money because I've seen that other script, The Coldest Horizon, at other film festivals take home the overall prize. So I know they, and then there's I knew Thomas was probably going to take home something for The Devil's Alive because that's a really good story. I finished the book, and he's just a brilliant filmmaker, and of course Tony's script, since he has all that going on with it with major studios and major money, I knew that his script had substance. I don't know what the short scripts were like, but I had no idea. I had one in each, and I said I'm not going to win these categories, because I was happy to be nominated. I was going I went to the award ceremony not expecting to win. And Thomas says, I don't want to win web series because I feel like your project is more important. I said, Thomas, you're going to win web series because technically from a directing standpoint, like the way it looks on screen and the sound is all better than mine. So I can handle losing to you. I think yours a better film.
Wow.
But I didn't know if you all were even going to give runner-up. So getting a runner-up was a pleasant surprise, and it was nice. Winnie,
see, that's where we go to. We are happy for each other. See, that's where Sally Ann Monte's wonderful keynote speech and her phrase comes in. We are not. How does she put that? We are not.
We are not competitors. We're collaborators.
Competitors. We are collaborators. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
and
it.
I love.
And there's truth.
And
There's so much truth to that.
True.
Yeah.
I met Thomas at Imaginarium.
Yep. And we are happy for each other.
Yeah. And that's where I got Megan and Jenny for Letters to Daniel, because he recommended them, and we still had to audition them, but he recommended them highly, and he kind of coached them before their audition. So they had a little bit of an inside track, but if they had not delivered, still wouldn't have cast them. But he had worked with them, and I had seen Megan in, his brilliant little film Ruination,
Comments
his
and stuff, right.
And and I had seen Jenny in a movie called, because I was a judge for his film festival, I saw Salt in the Wound, and Jenny just blew me away in that role. So getting to work with those two girls is a result of being at Imaginarium and meeting Thomas.
Right. And that's where I'm just. Go ahead, Demetrius.
Yeah, no, most definitely. You're able to network and meet so many people that way. It's so important. I want to go back to the point about awards and things like that. I doing this for a little bit over 6 years, going to different festivals, and everybody's at different levels or what have you. I've kind of trained myself not to expect an award. My main thing, I ask myself, what do I want to get out of going to Imaginarium? What do I want to accomplish when I go? So the majority of the time, it is networking. I'm looking at who's going to be there, who do I want to talk to that, is dealing with maybe something that I'm dealing with, or that I'll be able to learn for. And a lot of times it's just surprising. I mean, there was a mother and son there, and the son had a movie. I think he was on the panel with us. I need to find him. Because we had. Yeah.
Who was it?
I think his name was Josiah.
Stendhal?
Yes.
Stendhal.
Yes.
Stendhal. Okay. I'll write that down.
If you want to touch with him, Demetrius, we can get you in touch with him. We're friends with him.
Yes. Josiah Stendhal's awesome. Very
Josiah is phenomenal.
Good. Yeah. He's I was upset I didn't get to check out his film, but I want to do that. And plus his mother she is like a gold mine. She has so many good ideas, and we had such a good conversation.
She was like extra panelist. She was like the unofficial.
Yes, she was.
Well, I've got to get a hold of this chickie. I have to talk to Josiah and say, hey, you got you're hiding your mother here.
Yeah, I was like,
let me talk
you got
to your
a golden
mother.
goose in your mother. So,
wow.
But yeah, I was just thinking, because I think they gave me a card, but I think it got lost and everything, and so I was going to reach out to you guys because I just want to sit and talk shop with him.
Oh, he would love that.
Amazing thing.
Would love that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Phenomenal young up-and-coming filmmaker. Phenomenal. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can definitely get you in touch.
I'm dying for you and Steven to see Letters to Daniel, because it shows how much I've grown as a filmmaker.
Hey,
and I want to know
my
what you
special acting skill. Hey, Demetrius, if you ever need somebody just to walk behind anything in the background, I can do that. I am a professional.
You're the best walker ever.
I am a great walker, and I can even run through forest with wet boots on, holding a spear. I can do that too. I've done that. Yeah, and anything that has to do with running in the background, I can do that.
Spears.
I also play good dead people. I can do dead people too.
Wow.
Yeah, if you see
you just told me.
If you see that, you will know, Demetrius, I can play myself very well. I can play myself really well.
Okay.
He plays himself.
But you can't run through the woods with a spear.
Oh, no.
With a spear, with wet grass, mind you, with boots on. That's a talent.
I'd kill
That's
myself
a talent.
if I did that. Not
every time I see that in the Rain Pilot,
probably.
every time I see it, I laugh. It's hilarious because I'm like, oh my God, you don't realize I slipped and I almost speared somebody right in the ass. Let me tell you, it was close, but yeah.
That is a true story.
Wow. It is a true story.
Well,
it
we'll have
looks
to get
all
you on.
easy, but it's not.
Yeah, well, we'll have to get you on, Holly. We got to figure out what color you're going to be. You know, we've already done the green.
I'm for
it. We're going to pick a color and, paint you your body brown and have you run through the woods.
I love teal.
Yeah.
I love blue, purple. We can do it.
Yeah. We can make it happen.
We can do it. You need a big old Amazon? I'm here. There you go.
All right. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, this is going to be good. Oh, this is going to be good.
I told Steven when he's ready to do Raid 2.0, I'm your girl. I'm your girl right there, 20 years later, here you go. Yeah, I'm your girl.
And Raid in the later years. Yeah, Raid in the later years.
The golden years.
Yeah.
Wow. I love
Daniel's just going to throw me out of a buggy as a victim of Jack the Ripper. That's what's going to happen there. I see that coming. A mile away.
Yeah. Wow.
Daniel's just going to slit my throat and throw me out of a buggy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he can't respond, by the way. Yeah, he had to get offline just a few minutes ago. I didn't get the chance to announce that, but yeah, but he'll be back next week. Don't worry, everybody.
Got you.
He'll listen to it.
Oh yeah. He will.
This has been a blast. It's been a blast.
Oh.
I love it when it's not so short, and a lot of people want to talk about the marketing, but I really like how you guys asked about the story, because that's where it starts at. It wouldn't be no marketing or merch without a good story behind it. And,
right. Well, that's the foundation.
That's something
that is the foundation.
Yeah,
and you cannot.
And that's something I'm trying to get better with.
Franchise without a story. Yeah, you can't. I mean, it can't happen. That's the first thing. That's the most important thing, and that's where the roots are. Is the story. That's where it comes from. All the rest comes from it. Yeah.
Yeah, and the action figures. Yep.
Yeah, you need an action figure for that.
That's right.
And I think sometimes, I don't know, it's probably just me. Some people might think I'm arrogant or whatever, but I'm not arrogant.
No.
I'm just trying to
by any means.
Oh my God, no. Trust me, we know arrogant. We have seen egos and egos and egos in our side.
Yeah, we see the egos, and trust me, you're not near any of that level.
Oh wow! I appreciate that. Yeah,
we can certify you. It's not an ego problem. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Hey, you check me if I do though, but it's a continuous learning thing. Not everything works, and I get tired, it's a lot, and maybe somewhere down the road I'll get more hands, on it, that kind of helps. And most definitely I've had that throughout this journey. to get to this point. But just more hands really help, and I know you guys know about that.
Yeah.
Just makes it all.
Amen.
Oh, yeah.
We could always use more hands. That's for sure.
Yes. Yes.
Woo. Yes. But what you do, as I said, what you're putting out with what you have is just remarkable. And kudos to you, and cheers to much success coming down the road. And I look forward to seeing what all you're going to be coming out with. It's exciting. I love to see a new Demetrius product, the new swag. I'm always like, hey, Steven, look, he's got this now. And, it's like, I said, this is so awesome.
Well,
yeah.
You know what we need to do? We need to get you a swag shirt. So after this, you pick what you want, and we'll get that out to you, okay?
Oh, fantastic. I will wear it.
Yeah,
I will wear it.
And you too, man. You too. So we got to get you in some submerged gear. So.
Oh, well,
thank
heck,
you, man.
yes.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I was going to say, I look forward to the day that you buy Jim Beam, man, the company. That's going to be a great day. I'm really looking forward to that one.
Yeah, that would be really cool. And we
release submerged bourbon.
Anything possible anymore, yeah.
You got that right, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
But we'll definitely get you in contact with the winery. Steven's cousins have got the winery and all that. They would love to talk to you. I know they would.
Even if it's a limited edition, that's what we did with the popcorn. I had submerged Galaxy popcorn.
Yeah,
and,
I remember that.
Yeah, and that company, they have about 9 different places now in the United States, so different stores, and so most definitely I want to get back to that. It's just about timing and money too, but that was such a fun piece. We're both entrepreneurs and we're working together.
Right.
When somebody else sees your vision too, it's a win-win. It's like, wow,
For sure.
Because I'm gonna push your name really hard, Yeah. But after this, I'll pick the shirts and we'll get them out to you.
Fantastic.
Thank you, man.
All right.
Well,
I will wear them with pride.
Cover before we sign off tonight, because it's been a phenomenal show. Totally enjoyed it.
It has been. It's been great.
It's been an honor to come on.
March 23rd, Demetrius.
Okay. Yeah, you'll have to inbox me. And,
I will.
We'll talk about that. Yeah.
So is there anything else that we need to cover tonight, Demetrius, or have we covered the gamut to bring everybody up to date?
I think so. We've talked about the card game coming. That's coming in December, and we're going to do pre-orders on that. So
cool.
Just follow our Submerged Universe page on Facebook and Instagram. And then the 5th movie's coming out. And then the feature-length movie will start on next year. We do have some action figures coming. The coloring book will be coming out in December. We'll be doing some pre-orders on that, so watch out on the Submerged Universe Facebook page and everything. So it's a fun piece. Everything family gets to be involved in card game, and so we're just really excited and, to bring these things into the world.
Fantastic.
Very cool. You see your creation come to life. But
all right.
Kudos to you.
Thank you so much.
Next week, on Wednesday evening at 9 p.m. Eastern, we will have another Star Chamber show. But I will let Demetrius, Amy, and Holly wish you all a good evening, and we will see you all next week. Take care, everyone.
Thank you for being a guest. Thank you for calling in, Amy, and we will talk to you all next week.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.